Welcome to the state capital of Alabama in Montgomery and the Crampton Bowl. The season wraps up and these two teams hope on a high note in the Camellia Bowl. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Chanticleers head coach pregame. This year has not gone according to plan. After winning the national championship last year, they thought this season could be an opportunity to run it back, but they have fallen short. Now in a bowl game, they are a little bit disappointed, but coach said, listen, we can look back on what we didn't do or focus on what opportunity lies ahead. He is trying to get his team locked in and loaded so next year can get off to a great start. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just gets rid of that one. And
not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They booted away. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. now in motion. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. Enough to move the chains. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I always have flashbacks when I watch games like this, thinking to myself as a young kid growing up in the P in Ontario when weather was like this. And there was nothing we could do. We just had gloves or mittens. That's all we could afford. We didn't have heat lamps. We didn't have heat blowers. We didn't have these muffs or special blankets. I mean, players today have it so much easier, but still, I can tell you, not easy to hold on to the football in these conditions.
Quarterback keeps it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second and long here. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Dangerous throw there. This knocked down and incomplete.
It's so far, man. Everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Gotta make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The shot that clears with the 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. He wants to throw it again. Out wide left, it's Gardner. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Wants to throw on first. Left side, it's Gardner. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throws it off the RPO. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Maybe a double pass. Rush right in his face. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they make big plays for them.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Taylor. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Walker to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Thrusts that arm out. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the...
He tries to take the top off. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. The second quarter's coming. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Walker will fire. Still looking to his right. And he gets it away.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Rush is on, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock, but more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some...
And he's got room. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They'll run with Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Move to his right. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bobcats. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Chanticleer is now ready to go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, they're just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Walker to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A give to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he could have stopped the drive right there with the pick, but he couldn't hold it.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
Out wide left, it's Perry. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Driving forward, it's Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio!
Nice Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. From deep, it's Lawrence. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of this drive. Here comes the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on second down. Just barely got rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by them.
The ball pops out on the return. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You got to give these Gunners a lot of credit on this punt coverage unit. They did a great job on the perimeter, beating the double team and then using their speed to get down to the ball carrier. And then how about creating the takeaway, creating the turnover? Doesn't get better than that.
Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Needs it here on fourth down. He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Bobcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On first down, it's Brown again. Maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Shakes off the defender.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Hand off for Brown. Taken down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. Walker will fire. Keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
The Bobcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He's changing the play. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. On the move. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lawrence. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
3rd and long coming up. Making the adjustment. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Coastal! They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. Walker to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Taylor. Inside the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A give to Brown. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Davis looking to pass. On the move. Throws toward the end zone. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws for the tight end. A spectacular one-hand grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The shot that clears, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, you're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Stop right there.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Oh, he's got some space.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Hand off for Brown. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Ohio. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Oh, a double pass. Under pressure. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. One possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. Left side, it's Lawrence. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Got to make the play on fourth. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nearly intercepted.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab, it's Lawrence. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. And the shot to clear has come to the line in the hurry-up. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Turns into the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on! Inside, into the house! Touchdown, Bobcats!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Deep in the end zone, it's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
From the gun on third down. On target to the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
With the lead late in the game, this defense right now knows that the opponent's going to be throwing the football. They're doing a nice job mixing up their coverages, but also changing their personnel, sometimes putting extra DBs on the field. That time, deep shot, two guys go up, nobody comes down with it. The defense wins again.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to throw again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hard running there. Breaks into the open. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They're all over him. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the field goal unit is on the field. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see.